Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kenyans, I do remember telling you very clear in this channel. And I know some people are not even understanding what I'm saying. The evidences that are being presented before the Senate is likely to convince these senators to vote against the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And you will be shocked if Rigathi Gachagua is going to be rescued because of these evidences that does not have grounds of impeachment to the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua. I was listening to James Orengo trying to give an accusation, or rather to read an accusation, yes, that the National Assembly is presenting before the Senate Assembly. In fact, even James Orengo himself is so stranded to defend the accusation that the National Assembly is presenting before the Senate Assembly. Remember, James Orengo is leading the lawyers from the National Assembly. And on this side, Paul Mwite is leading lawyers of Rigathi Gachagua. When James Orengo stood and started saying that February 2017, Rigathi Gachagua traveled to London. And after traveling to London, where his brother was admitted into ICU, he forced his brother to sign a will. He forced his brother to sign a will. And he's forcing his brother, yet the daughter to this Rigathi Gachagua's brother is there. And he's forcing his brother while in ICU to sign the will. Is that making sense? That now the National Assembly want to impeach Rigathi Gachagua because of such kind of allegations. Let me ask you, 2017, Rigathi Gachagua was not the Deputy President. I'm not supporting Rigathi Gachagua anyway, but I'm telling you that whatever is happening, it is just political conmanship that some individuals sat in a certain corner to show their might. So, James Orengo is saying that Rigathi Gachagua forced his brother to sign the will. Na ilikuwa February 2017, Rigathi Gachagua was not the Deputy President. I think they are accusing Rigathi Gachagua on things he has done while in the office of the Deputy President, and that has made this Kenya Kwanza government not to deliver. Listen to James Orengo. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, just do me a favor, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch the video and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch the video, like the video. Thank you so much for that like. Let us listen to James Orengo, at the same time, the lawyer of Rigathi Gachagua, trying to face off James Orengo.
The other very important point which I want to put before the Senate. Sometime in February 2017, the Deputy President traveled to London. And he went to a hospital in London where his brother was admitted in ICU. When he arrived the next day, he prevailed upon his brother to execute a will. That was on the 17th of February, 2017. In that trip, there is no evidence at all that he tried to talk to doctors or physicians who are looking after his own brother. After this visit, he walked away. And 7 days later...
Mr. Speaker, I rise to raise an objection.
Can I proceed?
Mr. Speaker, we owe the Deputy President very elementary decency. We owe it to the Deputy President to be basically decent in these proceedings. I want to know whether counsel at the bar, one, can adduce this kind of evidence that is not contained in any evidentiary material before the Senate. I want to know which ground in the 11 grounds in the impeachment motion is this evidence from the bar supporting. I repeat, Mr. Speaker, we owe the Deputy President the most basic decency. I object.
Senior Counsel Orengo, those amendments, are they contained?
They are contained, they are all here. They are
and refer to the...
On the same note, James Orengo is claiming that the Gachagua raided his brother's accounts. Remember, earlier on he said, 2017, Rigathi Gachagua alikimbia pale London penye brother yake alikuwa ICU. Sawa? Na akaforce brother yake sign nini? The will. After that, Gachagua akaenda kuraid his brother's account. And so Rigathi Gachagua used this money he raided from his brother's property, late brother's property, to buy some luxurious properties. The question is there evidence that the daughters to the late Gachagua's brother has filed complaining? Has the wife to the brother, Rigathi Gachagua's brother, has complained? Has she complained? Is there evidence that Gachagua forced his brother to sign the will, then he raided accounts of his brother? Is there evidence? Listen to this video.
Is this, from what I've said, from the way his brother's account were raided, that was continued to the time when All Life Guidance was acquired for a sale by proxy of 412 million shillings. He bought a property in Nyeri, the outspan and treetops for an amount exceeding 800 million shillings. And we're saying part of that money was not money coming from him, and evidence will show that he was raiding monies that truly belonged to the estate of his late brother to acquire property. If that is not an offense by law, these were proceeds of crime committed by the Deputy President to acquire property. And to drive this point home, the judgment by Justice Minor, which is also part of the record, where she made a determination, and that judgment stands, that the 200 million shillings that was found in an account with a financial institution in excess of 200 million shillings were proceeds of crime. And that 200 million shillings, again, the documentation here, if you look at it and we show it in evidence, was the same money that was used to acquire treetops and Aberdares as part of the money that his sons were able to use to acquire those properties. So we are saying that the acquisition of these properties came out of criminal conduct, and all the particulars of the criminal conduct is found in the documents that were presented before the Senate.
So as things are continuing like this, I'm telling you, the National Assembly, together with their evidence, they are going to be stranded. This is not about, they said it is a political process. And that is whatever is happening in the National Assembly. And I told you here very clear, be keen and listen to the Senate. In fact, these senators are very mature. And if they will decide, at least it will be convincing. But the National Assembly is not totally convincing. So we are waiting how evidence after evidence is going to stream in. This is just part, not all evidences. This is just part of the evidences that these people are trying to entrench on this impeachment trial of Rigathi Gachagua in the Senate. So this is just like a court trial. It is not that kind of drama we saw in the National Assembly. Have you seen the behaviors of senators? They are quiet, going bit by bit and seeing the accusations and allegations and the so-called gross violation of the Constitution. So we are waiting how things are going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till we meet in another video.